a KQED television production.
Of like sort of old fisherman's wharf. It reminds me of old San Francisco, and that's...
You'd be a little like Jean Valjean with the teeth or whatever.
And worth the calories, the cholesterol, and the heart attack you might have.
It was like an adventure, you know? It felt like you're kind of putting on your miner's helmet.
It reminds me of oatmeal with a touch of wet dog.
I did. Inhale.
I always tell people when they say sommelier, you say it sommelier, so som-el-yay.
Check Please Bay Area is made possible by the members of KQED and by
WineLuxury.com. From laptop to cell phone, Wine Luxury provides a fresh perspective into new Epicurean experiences. Wine and Dine magazine features personalities and connects people with local restaurants and wineries. Learn about wines featured on Check Please Bay Area and Wine Luxury's events and membership program. WineLuxury.com, celebrating the wine lifestyle. IRG has thousands of natural stone surfaces, all in stock today. IRG, online at marblecompany.com. Bay Area Subaru dealers. Opportunities to test drive the all-new 2014 Subaru Forester are available at local Subaru dealers. A whole lot to love. Subaru.com. Donate your car to KQED's Vehicle Donation Program to help raise funds for quality public media. Powered by Cars.
Hi, I'm Leslie Sbrocco. Welcome to Check Please Bay Area, the show where regular Bay Area residents review and talk about their favorite restaurants. We have 3 guests, and each one recommends one of their favorite spots, and then the other 2 go check them out to see what they think. This week, nephrologist Mian Park believes that good meals shared with family and friends and eaten with gusto are one of the best medicines around. She loves to research local eateries, making her the perfect filter for restaurant recommendations. And database developer Mark Baum performs songs from South America, cooks Colombian and Latin American dishes, but revels in other adventurous dining destinations. He yearns for Lao and Thai flavors at his spot. First, though, as a children's librarian, Beth Gaussman has amazing listening skills and a great deal of patience. Her love of books is only surpassed by her passion for food and dining, and the hospitality at her chosen place is spot on. It's on 17th Street in San Francisco and is called Maverick.
When looking for a name, our stipulations were something American, one word, easy to say, easy to remember. Maverick just really seemed to fit. We've done a lot of things here in our 8 years that really go against the grain and kind of push the envelope. At the time when we opened, folks all over the country, farmers and artisanal food makers making cheese and making wine in every state, and we were really impressed by that. And so our menu's definitely inspired by regional American, but evolved to more of a focus on finding smaller and smaller organic farmers that will deliver right to our door. Our menu here at Maverick is very refined and somewhat modern. However, there's one dish on the menu that never comes off the menu, and that's our Southern Fried Chicken. Anybody who hears about Maverick or knows about us would definitely say that is our signature dish. I'm also the sommelier here at Maverick, and the focus of the wine list is small artisan producers making European-style wines in America. And the program really focuses on demystifying the wine experience for our guests. Our goal is educated, enjoyable, pleasant experience with really 5-star type service, but in a casual setting. Maverick's really all about celebrating food and wine and celebrating your guests and the dining experience.
Now, Beth, Maverick has been around for about 8 years, right? Have you been
correct.
going since it's opened?
About 7, actually.
Really?
My husband and I, at the time, he was actually a boyfriend when we started going. And at the time when we lived there, I'd say we were there roughly once a week, either for dinner or for brunch.
Right.
And I'd lead it to a couple of different reasons. The frequently changing menu, 5 appetizers, 5 mains, and a few desserts at any given time. And I really owe that to them trying to make sure that everything that comes out of the kitchen really does excel. Every time I go, there's a different salad based on something that's seasonal. I order the salad more frequently at Maverick than I do at most restaurants because it's always an unusual sort of mixture. I think that Maverick has such a way with all forms of bread products, is the only way I can describe it. The bread itself is from Acme, and it comes with a little ramekin of salted butter that I just die for.
So tell me what you had when you went to Maverick.
We tried the anchovies as a starter, and I'm a big anchovy fan, and these were lovely. I like the sort of citrus flavor that came with them, and the crispy toasted cracker underneath. Everything was just the perfect combination and the perfect quality. We had the fried chicken.
So talk about the fried chicken, because now they're doing it actually to go, little fried chicken buckets. You can order the bucket on the sides and take them.
Idea.
Yeah, take them to go on Monday nights.
We have been searching for the holy grail of fried chicken ever since we...
The Holy Grail!
I mean,
you found it! You found
really,
it!
I think we did, at least for the Bay Area, because years ago, my partner and I went to a funeral of a family member, and they served the most amazing fried chicken in the world. And ever since, that was like the test, and Maverick met it.
Them big words, baby.
It's big words.
Is it because it's
real.
crispy? Is it because it's moist?
It's because it's perfectly cooked all the way through, which is really hard with fried chicken, and it's crispy, and it's got that salty, peppery fried chicken flavor, and it's not that like Louisiana cornmeal fried chicken, which for me just doesn't do it. We also have the pork, which my partner's from South America, so he's all about the potatoes, and he tried one potato, and that was it for him. He was like, I love this restaurant.
We had the scallops to start, which comes with a nice curry soup that's very creamy and luscious. And my husband had the short rib, which was a little bit more steaky than ribby, but was totally tasty.
What about drinks with that? Because Michael Pierce, as I said, one of the owners, is a sommelier as well, and he's got selections from all over the country. You can do flights and by the glass, and very well priced. I mean, did you have a chance to drink some of the wine?
I did.
Why did you say that like that? I did.
We had a half glass of the rosé, and then a half glass
which
of
allows
the
you to
Syrah.
have different experiences with each dish.
I had a half glass as well, and I actually really liked that they made recommendations and that they had wines that we're excited about. I think that's the way they put it. And I also like that they serve by the half glass.
How was the service to you? Because this is a place where regulars go back.
They're like a team. I mean, we had a lot of people serve our table. They were all really relaxed and friendly, and they were working really hard. The place was packed, and somehow the combination of that just really impressed me.
Did you feel that, Mia?
I thought the service was excellent as well. I really enjoyed the vibe of the restaurant. I think it's very fun but low-key.
Any tips for parking?
Take public transit if you can. They're so close to the 16th Street BART station. The Muni stops, the bus is a block from there. My strong suggestion would be that public transit is the way to go when you're talking about Maverick.
That's what we did. It worked really well for us.
And finally, desserts.
We had too many. After passing on the fried chicken, we felt we could have dessert with impunity, and we had
a woman with her priorities.
That's right. We decided to eat healthy, so we went with dessert.
We had the peanut butter and jelly, which I thought had a very cute sounding name, and the milk and cookies. We probably could have done with just the milk and cookies because they give you a huge pile.
And what kind of cookies were on that?
And they're chocolate chip that are warm right out of the oven with melty chocolate coming out of them.
They're falling apart on the plate because they're still so warm.
As soon as you touch them. And my husband loves to dunk them in the milk, which he enjoyed very much. And the peanut butter and jelly was tasty, but probably not my favorite dessert ever.
Well, those are low-cal. All those dishes are very low-cal, so you don't have to worry about that. All right, Beth, Maverick is your spot. Wrap it up for us.
You know, if you're looking for an upscale American, natural, high-quality food prepared with excellence, it's the place to be.
Okay. And Mia?
Maverick is a stylish but low-key neighborhood restaurant with elegant, comforting food.
Okay, and Mark?
I'd say the same. Inventive comfort food at a convenient location to public transportation with the holy grail of fried chicken.
If you would like to try Maverick, it's on 17th Street between Mission and Valencia in San Francisco. The telephone number is 415-863-3061. It's open for dinner every day with brunch on the weekends. Reservations are recommended, and the average price for dinner is around $45. Japanese street food is featured at Mion's Pick. It's where you'll find the freshest of local ingredients along with very special imports. They make magic with pickles and tofu too. You'll find it all on Guerrero at 18th in San Francisco at a place called Izakaya Yuzuki.
My name is Yuko Hayashi. The restaurant name is Izakaya Yuzuki. Izakaya means sake house, and then our restaurant name Yuzuki. Yu is comfort and healing, and then Tsuki is the moon. So just have fun. My chef Takashi Saito and I, we found out that we like the same chef in Japan, famous chef. And I knew that we can create something very incredible. We make everything from scratch. We have fresh tofu every day. We use koji. That's the foundation of everything we serve. Koji makes food easy to digest and then tastier. We have so many kind of sake. I have a sake sommelier working, and then I myself is sake sommelier too. We select sakes that really interesting. We like to purchase ones from women's sake masters sake. It's just so rare. If you don't know anything about sake, we just introduce you to this new world.
All right, Mian, this is a unique Japanese restaurant, isn't it?
Yes, yes. Izakaya actually means sake house, and the way the owner describes it, it's a place to eat and drink and eat and drink. And that's what you do when you go there. And the portions are sized so that you can do that comfortably.
And they do have a sake sommelier.
That's right, who comes to speak to you as soon as you arrive to help guide you as you wish for either sake or wine or beer on tap.
What is your favorite dish when you go?
Well, I never miss the chawan mushi, which is an egg custard that comes in a small pot with a little lid and a tiny bamboo spatula, which is the most silken, savory custard you've ever tasted. It comes with a small piece of urchin, some shiitake mushrooms. You'll never forget it because it's just the most memorable, silky, umami flavored dish.
And they really talk a lot about umami, that sort of savory richness to the dishes.
The fifth sense of taste.
The fifth taste, absolutely.
And we never miss the Hokkaido squid, which is the softest squid you've probably ever tasted. It just melts in your mouth. It comes with this special sort of aioli dipping sauce, as well as a little bit of wasabi for a spicy kick.
Have you ever had the tempura?
Yes, of course.
Very well known for that.
They're also very delicate, and it's not heavy. You don't feel as though the food is very greasy. Right. That goes for the karaage chicken as well, and for the little meatballs on skewers, which are small, very concentrated portions of flavor.
And what did you have when you went? Is this do you go to Japanese a lot?
We do, though not this specific cuisine. The dish that stood out for me was the mackerel. Which is treated in a special way that I forget.
Koji.
Salt koji.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. Yes.
Which is
aspergillus.
Yes, it's a special way of fermenting the food.
And that was.
And it gives a very unique flavor.
Yeah, that was really lovely. They took a nice meaty fish and split it into two parts so we could share really easily. And then they took the whole spine and fried it so that it was crispy, like this sort of scary potato chip, and I loved it. Yeah.
And what did you have, Beth, when you went?
You know, I just felt that the flavors weren't as bold as I was
Very delicate
expecting.
flavors.
They are very delicate flavors. They are very delicate flavors, and I loved the sake master, but I found that I was more into the sake piece than the food. The servers were incredibly knowledgeable, and I found that the pacing of the food was done very, very well. But we got the salt tofu to start, which I know they're known for. And we said, and she came out with the little thing of salt, and she said, I wouldn't recommend using this. This is not going to need anything. So we went in with that, and I just felt that the tofu was very, very bland. We used, among the four of us, every bit of the salt that was on the table.
Do you have the tofu when you go?
I love the tofu, and I actually think that it's extremely flavorful, and the preparation is very interesting because Yuko is very concerned about health and uses organic ingredients only, and also filters the water using a Japanese filtration process that actually makes the flavor better. So I think that the quality of the ingredients and the freshness contributes to the tofu being extremely smooth and special.
And I think the same thing with the vegetable rice. You know, it said seasonal vegetable rice. I was expecting by that, I guess, more of a biryani that would have a variety of vegetables in it. It was the mushroom rice, and it was fine. But for $15 for rice with two, I was expecting bolder flavors.
We had some of the same experience, that our palates weren't prepared for the delicacy of this food, and I think I'd have to go back a second time. My sense was it was about mindfulness, and I might not be the most mindful eater.
In our experience as Americans, I think Japanese food tends to be very salty and very, very heavy on sodium, for example, in ramen dishes, and you know, even just soy sauce being on the table. And the delicacy of the flavors, I think, is what appeals to me about this restaurant. The fact that everything is very carefully orchestrated and subtle.
Everything was beautifully prepared. I mean, I'm thinking of, there was a beef dish. I'm trying to think.
The Kobe beef in little slices?
The Kobe beef in little slices. And the salad on it. You just wanted to take pictures of the food. Unfortunately, I'm more of a hearty appetite kind of girl to be able to appreciate this the way that I should.
We asked the server about specials. I was just remembering. And they said they had smelt. For me, smelt is something very special because it reminds me of childhood. And their smelt were really delicate and thin. They were very lightly tempura fried. I was very happy with the smelt.
And what did you have dessert-wise that you said?
It was that soy panna cotta. And
I love
this
the
could
panna
just
cotta.
be the comment that my brother-in-law, like, I took a bite and I was like, oh, I'm not into this. And I took a few more bites because I wanted to be able to describe why. And then before I could say anything, my brother-in-law said, it reminds me of oatmeal with a touch of wet dog. And that really sort of encaptured my experience. I just, maybe it's because I was comparing it to regular panna cotta, but I was not a fan of that particular flavor.
The panna cotta is a soy panna cotta, so I think it does evoke their very special house tofu somewhat. We also have enjoyed their satsuma orange sorbet.
That was delicious.
And also the matcha green tea ice cream, house-made, is very special and different from your usual pint of green tea ice cream.
Well, this is your restaurant, Mian. Wrap it up for us.
Izakaya Yuzuki is a Mission neighborhood experience that transports you to Japan and fills you with extraordinary flavors that you haven't tasted before.
All right, and Beth?
I'd come back for the sake and pickles. I can't think of any other place with a sake master in the city, and that was a really neat experience, but the food left me a little cold.
Okay, and Mark?
It's beautifully presented, artful food that left us a little hungry when we were done, but I think it's perfect for a mindful eater.
All right. Well, if you would like to try Izakaya Yuzuki, it's on Guerrero at 18th in San Francisco. The telephone number is 415-556-9898. It's open for dinner Wednesday through Monday. It's closed on Tuesdays. Reservations are recommended, and the average dinner tab per person without drinks is around $40. A centuries-old alcoholic beverage, sake hails primarily from Japan, though there are domestic versions like this craft brewer from Oregon. Sake is made from rice that's been polished to expose the starch, eventually allowing sugars to ferment to alcohol. The more the rice is milled or polished, the higher the quality. Each sake's unique character comes from not only the type of rice, but also the flavors imparted from the local water, koji spores, and yeast used. The first key to exploring premium sake is understanding the styles. If you see junmai, it showcases an ethereal lightness. By the way, sake still is only slightly more potent than wine. If you see ginjo or daiginjo styles, these are the cream of the crop. Highly polished rice produces refined, elegant sake. Premium sakes account for less than a quarter of the market, so if you're gonna drink sake, pick the best. By the way, you don't have to drink it hot. I recommend serving chilled sake in a white wine glass for maximum expression. And did you know you can even get a sparkling sake? Sake it to me. Mark's hidden gem is definitely well hidden. You often have to ring a bell to be let in if it's late. Now this entry belies the calm, gentle vibe and bold flavors that lie within. It's on International in Oakland at Souk Savanh.
My name is Naisi Lee. The name of the restaurant is Souk Savanh. I was born here and raised in Oakland, But my parents are originally from China and migrated to Laos. The name of the restaurant, Souk Savanh, means paradise in heaven. We have Laos food and Thai food here. The Laos style has a bit more pungent taste to it, and the Thai style has a bit more sweeter taste. I started working here 2 years ago as a waitress, and then I became really close with the owners. They decided to train me to move into the kitchen. My parents taught me how to cook at home, but I didn't learn how to cook the more traditional dishes until I started to work here, and I've been cooking ever since. When I took over the restaurant in September, I am here 7 days a week from open to close. I have some great help. I have my very good friend Karen. My mom helps out, my niece and my sister. We make all of our sauces here. This one is a very spicy sauce, which is very popular here, but be careful. Everyone seems to love the papaya salad. My favorite thing to cook here is the nam khao. It's served as a lettuce wrap. When I see people enjoying my food, it makes me happy.
Okay, Mark, now tell us all why you have to ring a bell to get in.
Well, it's not the best neighborhood.
Oh, I thought maybe it was like a speakeasy or something.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
You wanted Thai and the flavors of
one went off to Thailand a few years ago and came back and just had the best food there ever. And he's always looking for Thai restaurants to try. So this place is both Lao and Thai. We mostly eat off the Thai menu. I find Lao food a little more culturally remote or palate remote for me, though some of the dishes we really have enjoyed. And the food there is bold and vibrant. You have to ask them to tone down the chili. I strongly recommend that, actually. And I just love the people there. I feel like they're trying to make a nice place in a rough spot, and I applaud them for that. So there's one dish which is made with fried rice, or sort of crispy rice, and fermented sausage.
That is smiling over there.
Yes,
that's really good.
It really was.
So fried rice with fermented sausage and mint, the sort of classic ingredients of South Asian food, and you wrap it all up in a lettuce leaf, and you crumble toasted chilies into it to your liking. I always crumble lots. That's really my absolute favorite dish. But they have other really good ones. They have one that's a mixture of seafood with bell peppers and eggplant, which is quite tasty. I mean, some of the classic Thai stuff, like the coconut soup, the tom kha gai, is very good. It's just lovely, perfect balance of ingredients.
I've eaten at a lot of Thai places, but it was really the Lao piece that I wanted to dive into, because I didn't have any previous experience with that. And the server recommended the nam khao, which is like that, but with mixed pieces of crispy pork, sort of like Lao chicharrones, like the crispy pork skin. And then the first one I had, it was the papaya salad. And she said, "Do you want it Lao or Thai?" And I said, "Well, I don't know. What would the difference be?" And she said, "Well, Lao is for the more adventurous." And I said, "Bring it on." And it was spicy. And it came out a little bit of a gray color, but you took a bite and you were like, "Oh, this is why we're here." It was very, very good. But the seafood one that you mentioned, it's a shame, because that was possibly our only weaker dish of the evening. We found that the eggplant to bell pepper ratio, that there was far more bell peppers sort of than anything else.
We also opted for the Lao options because I love Thai food, but I wanted to try something new, and we had the pad ki mao, which are the widest noodles I've ever seen, very delicious, with delicious lemongrass and cilantro flavors. We also tried 2 of the curries, which were somewhat different from Thai curry in that they're a little bit lighter and can be quite spicy. We asked for 1 spicy and 1 medium spicy.
Was there a marked difference in the medium spicy to the spicy?
The spicy was believably spicy. I'm Korean, and I don't think anything's actually all that spicy, but this was as advertised. It actually was.
So people should know.
It actually was.
Spicy is spicy. Yes.
I believed them after it came.
Right.
But they were both delicious. The ingredients are extremely fresh. I thought the vegetables were very crisp and delicious. One of the other things that we loved, my husband and his parents and our friends, we all loved universally, was this banana leaf wrapped mok pa, the fish, which is, we were sorry that the banana leaf was so small. We wanted a much larger banana leaf wrapping the piece of fish that was inside, because everybody universally enjoyed that.
I I was really surprised by how good the fried banana with the ice cream was. And you know, it just says with ice cream, so I guess I just hadn't really thought it through. It was this coconut ice cream.
Mitchell's.
It was so right. It was the Mitchell's ice cream, but then they drizzled the honey on it, and I hadn't counted on how the honey would crystallize in the ice cream on that. The coating on the banana was so crispy, and the hot banana with the cold ice cream.
And it goes great with Riesling, by the way.
So good.
Great with Riesling. Good. And do you feel like this is a value spot?
Definitely, definitely, especially by comparison with some of the other Thai restaurants in the city. It's very affordable. We had a huge amount of food for the 6 of us, and I thought it was worth the toll to cross the bridge.
To get it. All right, Mark, this is your spot. Give us a quick wrap up.
It's a value proposition with bright, bold flavors, and if you're willing to brave East Oakland, it's just a delightful place.
All right, Mian.
It's an opportunity for a new adventure with plenty of fresh ingredients and charming servers.
Okay, and Beth.
And we found our new place when we're heading home from the Oakland airport. A great stop. I'd do takeout rather than eat there, but we'll be back.
All right. If you would like to try Souk Savanh, it's on International between 19th and 20th in Oakland. The telephone number is 510-533-6021. It's open every day for lunch and dinner. Reservations are recommended, and the average tab per person without drinks is around $15. Well, I have to thank my guests on this week's show. Beth Gaussman revealed an elegant twist on comfort food at Maverick. Mian Park introduced us to Izakaya Yuzuki and fine Japanese food, tapas style. Mark Baum took us to Asia with Lao and Thai food at Souk Savanh. Don't forget that you can go to our website at kqed.org/checkplease to add your comments on today's show. You'll find more details on all the restaurants featured, and you can watch a segment or download a whole show. You can read my notes on the wines we're drinking today from Bernardus Winery, including Sauvignon Blanc from Monterey County. And don't forget to join us next time when 3 new guests will recommend their favorite spots right here on Check Please Bay Area. I'm Leslie Sbrocco, and I'll see you then. And cheers to you guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
This show is available in high definition, on demand, and via podcast. For additional information on the restaurants featured, to comment, or to apply to be on the show, go to our website at kqed.org/checkplease. Check Please Bay Area is made possible by the members of KQED and by
WineLuxury.com. From laptop to cell phone, Wine Luxury provides a fresh perspective into new Epicurean experiences. Wine and Dine magazine features personalities and connects people with local restaurants and wineries. Learn about wines featured on Check Please Bay Area and Wine Luxury's events and membership program. WineLuxury.com, celebrating the wine lifestyle. IRG has thousands of natural stone surfaces, all in stock today. IRG, online at marblecompany.com. Bay Area Subaru dealers. Opportunities to test drive the all-new 2014 Subaru Forester are available at local Subaru dealers. A whole lot to love. Subaru.com. Donate your car to KQED's Vehicle Donation Program to help raise funds for quality public media. Powered by Cars. A KQED television production.